Episode 4. You are the Dharma. Living the legacy. Healing the line. There comes a moment on every soul's path when you stop searching for your purpose and realize you are it. Not a title, not a role, but a living, breathing transmission of what you've remembered. You are the Dharma now. You carry the codes of generations who prayed for healing through you. You stand where your ancestors couldn't. You choose what they were never allowed to choose. You love where they feared. You speak where they stayed silent. And in doing so, you don't just find your way, you become the way. This is the quiet revolution of sacred living, where devotion becomes your direction, and your life, no matter how ordinary, becomes a ripple across time. In this final chapter of Dharma in Action, we explore what it means to live your remembering, to carry your Dharma forward, and to leave behind a frequency, not just a footprint. There's a quiet shift that happens on the soul path. At first we seek books, teachers, answers, signs. We want to know. What is my Dharma? Why am I here? What am I meant to do? But after all the peeling, burning, remembering, a truth begins to rise. You are no longer just walking the path. You are becoming it. Becoming the Dharma. You don't need to convince others. You don't need a platform or a perfect life. Your embodiment speaks louder than any words ever could. When you choose rest in a world that glorifies exhaustion, you become the Dharma. When you forgive without needing an apology, you become the Dharma. When you say no to cycles of harm and yes to peace that costs your old self, you become the Dharma. This isn't always grand. It can look like holding your inner child through panic, breathing deeply when you want to react, leaving a lineage of survival to build a foundation of softness. It's quiet, subtle, real, and deeply, deeply sacred. Dharma is devotion, not performance. So many are tempted to turn Dharma into a performance. But real Dharma isn't found in applause. It's found in devotion. It's who you are when no one is watching. It's how you live when no one is validating. It's washing the dishes with presence. It's how you speak to your mother, your partner, your own body. It's in your boundaries, your prayers, your discipline, and most of all, your capacity to stay open when it's easier to close. You are the answer to a prayer. You were not born into your family by accident. You didn't survive all that pain without reason. You are the medicine your lineage longed for, the pattern breaker, the first one to look pain in the eye and say, "It ends with me." Every time you choose presence over reaction, boundaries over martyrdom, compassion over control, you shift the frequency of your bloodline. You're not just healing yourself, you're healing your grandmother's silence, your father's rage, your ancestral fear of being seen or safe or soft. This is Dharma as legacy, not what you leave behind, but what you free before you go. The inheritance of energy. Your greatest legacy won't be a house, a book, or a name. It will be the energy you carried, the space you held, the way people felt in your presence. People won't remember your title. They'll remember your eyes, your steadiness, the way you made them believe in something sacred again. This is what Dharma leaves behind, not a brand, but a blueprint, a permission slip for others to return to themselves. You walk, and the world moves. You may not always feel seen, but don't mistake invisibility for insignificance. The moment you live aligned with your Dharma, you become a tuning fork, a ripple, a prayer in motion. You walk into a room and the frequency shifts. You say something simple and it pierces through armor. You simply be and others remember they can too. That's the paradox. You're not trying to save the world, but just by being you, you help heal it. From practice to pulse. Eventually, your Dharma is not something you have to practice. It becomes your pulse. It's in how you eat, move, speak, sleep, dream. The integration becomes effortless because it's no longer separate from who you are. You are not visiting the sacred. You are the sacred, embodied. The Dharma cycle, completion and continuation. And yet the journey never ends. Dharma is not a final chapter. It is a living current. You may forget, you may fall, you may return to old wounds, new fears, deeper spirals. But every return is wiser. Every spiral holds more grace. Every pause, every winter, every silence is a part of the cycle too. Just as trees shed to grow again, you too will keep dying to who you were, to become who you're meant to be next. This is how the Dharma continues. Within you, through you, and beyond you. So if you've made it this far, it means something in you already knows. You didn't come here to fit in. You came to remember, to walk differently, to love bravely, to embody what others only speak of. You are not just breaking cycles. You're building sanctuaries. You're creating timelines where softness is power, truth is safe, and presence is enough. Let this not be the end of a video, but the beginning of your embodiment. If this resonated deeply, share it with someone walking the same road and take a breath because the next cycle begins now. Until we meet again, walk gently, stand rooted, and remember, you are the Dharma.